Okay. I'm do a quick art stream before I do the daily raid. Put on some music. All right. I have a person I've known for years who was asking me to do more art streams, so I figured I would finally get around to it. I am going to drop the gamma a little bit though, because this is a little brighter than it's actually supposed to be. That's not helping. That is not helping. Let's see. I finally got my blender to actually draw on OBS, so that's good at least. What I don't understand though is why the size is wrong. That's very confusing. Okay, that'll be fine. That's a weird... I don't know if I've ever seen brightness work like that. That'll be good enough for now. Not really quite accurate, but it's all good. As long as people can see what I'm doing to some degree. The thing is that I stream in SDR, but my main monitor is HDR, so I'm, without getting into a bunch of color stuff, I'm just gonna leave it as this. Don't want to seam there. Sure. Doesn't really matter where my seams are, but I hope anyways. I'm not particularly good at UV unwrapping, by the way, which is the main thing I'm doing right now, is UV unwrapping. So that's going to be a seam, of course. There we go. I think that should be fine. I can probably do an extra seam on the sides just to help reduce the amount of stretching that might happen. Extend. This should also probably be seamed out just so I have it as separate, and I can kind of draw a... I mean, it should... yeah, I'm going to just go ahead and do it. Alright. Okay, this ought to be a good time. Of course, my subdivision surface is going to be showing in edit mode, which it's not supposed to. Wow, I'm actually able to do full loop selects on that. Oops. kind of weirdly spaced. I don't know what's going on with that. I have to have another look at that later. Whoa. Oh, okay, yeah, that's totally fair. Oops. Also, I don't know why I'm not selecting the other side, because I just realized it's not actually perfectly mirrored since I did like cloth sim stuff on it. So I'll have to just do all the selection manually, which is totally fine too. Okay. Those are all seams. Oh yeah, and I've got this weird shit. I don't know what happened with those. So I'm gonna fix them. I might have used like the smooth sculpt brush on them, and that might have caused some issues. So I might have like used smooth around everything, and then I missed these couple of edges, so it like spread them out a little bit. So I got similar issues down here. Okay. Oh my god, I'm gonna get destroyed. Gonna get absolutely destroyed by the Ring cameras going berserk. People are coming and going, I guess. I don't know what's happening outside there. There we go. I gotta say the Ring app is trash. Like whoever they got like working on that needs to be evaluated for performance, because they clearly have no idea how to design like features for a good user experience. Like, Jesus Christ. And then this ought to be, oh no, I probably should do here, because this is more of a natural seam. There we go. That's a pretty good seam. Okay. Yeah, that should be fine. Should probably also split the shoulder area. It's kind of a weird. Yeah, this might need to be. Oop, this might need to be slid up a little bit. Ugh. Maybe this needs to be slid forward. This is a really weird area. I don't know what happened exactly here. I mean, granted, it's not going to be really seen because it's under the capelet that I have designed for this outfit. So. Yeah. I'm gonna add some geometry here just to kind of get this into more of a position that I think will be beneficial for later. This is a really awkward spot there. Go ahead and grab some extra geometry there. What do we got? That's probably fine the way it is. Let's do here. And, I mean, here clearly needs some love. Oops. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's probably good, actually. I mean, I know I'm doing a subdivision modifier on this anyways, but I just feel like some of these lines don't look very good. There's just some spots where there's just not enough geometry at base, I think. God, the Cyberpunk soundtrack slaps. Alright. And then, what? Here. You want to buy my art? Bro, buy my art. Hello, yes, I'm artist. Oh, I gotta delete those. Those are not coming into Substance Painter. See, that's what I'm kind of curious about, is like, I wonder how many times like art streamers get harassed during streams by people trying to sell their art. Because I would hope that anybody trying to run these like art commission scams, I would hope that they would kind of understand that they would never get any traction with people who are already doing art. Oops. God damn it. You don't think you get them from Music Tab, only gaming? Yeah, I think that's probably it. It's like gaming streams were such a big deal. I think that generally that's where they go. They might do IRL streams too, or like just chatting or whatever. But I feel like this is gonna be... I think I'm gonna have to do a loop here just because it's gonna be really weird unfolding that part, so just mark seams. And then these need to be seamed out too. Oops. There we go. At least these loops are easy to select. And then I just need to flatten them with these kinds of seams. There we go. I actually just realized I don't have a center seam on this or center like edge loop on this piece, but I don't really think it matters. It should be fine. Koji Kondo fucking cooked with this one, eh? There we go. Yeah, I think that's probably good for that one. Actually, oh, this doesn't have the bevel applied yet. That's fine. I'll do this after. I'll do that after. Okay, so now let's do the main part of the boots. I'm really happy with this look so far. I mean, I could put a little bit more into it, but because it's like you're not going to see the feet that often anyways, I was like, yeah, I'm not going to spend 9 years making these boots like crazy. Yeah, I didn't even put like a bevel modifier on this. I just left it as is. You lurk while you power wash. Dude, lurking is illegal from what I've heard. Ooh. Here's a good song. Hands we go. Sailing to the sun till the voyage is done. And then we sleeping in the cold below. Going where the winds don't blow. Yes, we're all bound down to the deep, and we'll all be sleeping in the cold below. Our sailing ships for the hard and the quick, we roll our load and go. There's a living to be made, or there's hell to pay when you're sleeping in the cold below. Going where the winds don't blow. Down to the deep, and we'll all be sleeping in the cold below. Might have to learn this song for your streams, Maru. It can hold you, it can kick you, or console you when you're sleeping in the cold below. Below, below, going where the winds don't blow. He's sleeping in the cold below, below. Passed out in the cold. Me last week when I passed out after having my blood drawn. Because it was also cold in there, but I was boiling hot for some reason, which is apparently a symptom of vasovagal syncope. There's a man on high with the devil in his eye. Oh, sisters, you so wise and true. When it's my time to go, won't you lay me down under Granum Crown, so I'll be sleeping in the cold below. Sisters below, below. Vasovagal syncope is when you pass out from or faint from a sudden drop in blood pressure, usually from getting your blood drawn or something like that. Which is what I dealt with last week. And I'll be sleeping in the cold below. Oh, I need to make sure I get that one. Sail on the solar rail. For there's no which we just don't know. So farewell with a kiss. Then it's fast for the mist. Till we're all sleeping in the cold below. I will give you the recipe. I will give you the recipe. going to mark all those seams, and then I'm going to start working on this. Because this is probably not going to... Yeah. Not going to play ball if I want to do loop selecting. God damn. Okay. I don't even know how I'm going to texture these yet. I have like a slight vision in my head. I mean, the idea is definitely based on the Longfall boots from Portal, the Portal series. But everything you can touch and see. I will give you my balls. Oh, hell yeah. Yep, that's probably going to work beautifully for seams. I'm thinking... Oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to have to cut this too. Because if I don't, that's going to not work. Yeah, and I think I'll probably have to cut this too, just so I have that. Because it curves too much there. If I want to lay it flat, it's not going to look right. And not that people are really going to see the heel. The fucking... like the tread on the bottom of the shoe, but... Oops. What did I... How did I do that? What the fuck? Alright, so this... The rest of this should be pretty quick and straightforward. I can probably... Oop. Oh, did I clicked through the mesh. Yeah, this should be pretty quick from here. To finish the UV unwrapping. I just gotta see how the how some of the modifiers affect the model. And specifically how my seams work with that. Oops. Another absolute masterpiece of a soundtrack. Borislav, Polish name? Slavov, yeah. I don't think he's actually Polish, but maybe he is. No, yeah, I'm pretty sure he actually is Polish. I'm trying to remember. Or maybe he's Swedish. Alright. I feel like I'm gonna want a few seams on this one. Yeah, that'll probably unfold nicely enough. Oh no, I want more. I want one more right there. Yep. 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 Wait, that didn't wrap? What the fuck? What the fuck? You seriously moved my entire blanket to the corner of the bed? You goofus. Goofus. What are you doing, you big dumb? You big dummy? It's okay, buddy. Yeah, I love you too, pal. Yeah, my boy. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Oh, these need to be fucking marked as seams as two, because that's gonna bend weird if I don't. Not that people will see that, but you know, again, try to be as thorough as possible without being, you know, spending 19 years on something people won't see much of. I should probably solo that. There we go. Okay, there we go. And then grab those extra lines there. Seam those out. Ooh, some Sonic music. There we go. Yeah, that should work out nicely. And then for the, oops, for the rounded surface, do a very simple plus shape, and that should do just fine. Yep. Oh, and then I should probably also break this apart. Let's go ahead and break it there. Okay. Now I get to work on the plates. Easy. Easy seams. I did keep the geometry down here pretty simple though, because I don't want to go nuts with the detail on something so out of frame. I've said that like 30 times in this one stream, but you know, it is what it is. Bro, I'm a retired speedrunner. I never got any world records, that's why I retired. I beat you to it. I beat you to the answer on that one. Yeah, my dad worked at Blizzard, and I worked at Blizzard for 7 years. I'm the first ever second-generation Blizzard employee. No, I don't know about the Cosby Suite. I don't think that's real. I think they made that part up. So has he faded into obscurity yet? I'm not a nepo baby. I'm not. I don't know what I don't think that's I think it's a made-up myth by the liberals. Okay. Oh, and I didn't do my shorts yet. I gotta do the shorts. You feel like he'll always be writhing in some corner of the internet? That's a good way to put that. Well, you know, he used to be a hacker for the federal government, so he has a lot of ways to, you know, manipulate data and change his name and hide from people online. He knows the most optimal way to do that, you know. Will I stream Heartbound when it's released? I will stream Heartbound if Scalebound gets released. How about that? Is that does that work? Add camel toe. Yep. Well, you know, I can go into sculpt mode and just paint that on, basically. Moose knuckle. Here, let me go into sculpt mode really quick, and I gotta clear my mask, I think. Oh wait, no, no, it should be masked just fine for this. Hold on. I don't know if I'll be able to mirror. Yep, I can mirror. Okay. Oops. And then I gotta go in and I feel like crease polish would be better for that. Is that good? Is that good enough camel toe? Let me increase my my inflate strength and just it totally fucks it because the inside of the there we go. That's terrible. I'm gonna ban on Twitch for this. Okay. So I think I've done all the stuff now. Yeah, it looks like... So now the next thing I need to do is I actually need to go through each individual piece. I'm just going to go through on my outliner. Okay, so I already named all of my materials. That's good. So that would mean that I don't have a bunch of extra extraneous slots that I don't need. If I check my shorts, that would be the one that I would be most worried about. Yeah, that's fine. So that's all named correctly. That's good. Alright, so now I'm going to duplicate the whole thing and then move it all to a new collection. Actually, no. I'm going to move it to the export collection because I already have an export collection. So, because I use a UE5 pipeline when it works, which it doesn't often work, if I'm honest. Oops. So I'm gonna go through one by one, down from the onlighter and make sure I got this all down. Apply. Okay, yeah, no, so that's what I was worried about. So before I apply my mirror, I'm gonna go ahead and ring select all of these because I don't need all of these. I'm gonna clear seam and then go just manually place all the seams that I actually need. Oh, these are also marked as sharp. Don't do that. Okay. So go ahead and grab all of these. There we go. And then this will need to be seamed as well. I can deselect those and do mark sharp because those are sharp corners. And I believe I should be able to just there we go. And clear seam. Because those don't need to be seamed. That's totally fine. Yep, that should work. And now, when I apply my mirror modifier, it'll duplicate everything perfectly. Anklet buckle. That's perfect. I can just go ahead and apply that. Oh, actually, before I do move too much further, I do need to actually create a new window and then do UV editor so I can actually unwrap everything. That's basically perfect. Like, I mean, I could pack it a little better, but like, why bother? That's perfect. Like, that'll do just fine for what I'm doing. Yeah, that'll work great too. Follow me. See, this I'm gonna have to repack because that's not right at all. So that specifically, that one's a problem because is that flipped? It might be. Hold on. Pushed my entire blanket off my bed. You son of a bitch. I did not authorize this behavior. I'm gonna have to get a shock collar. Maybe I can hit up Hassan and ask him for tips on how to train my dog, because he's clearly so good at it. Oh, hold on. This is the problem. What the hell? I totally botched the seams on this. Okay, let me go back to where I had the mirror still. You hear people? Yeah. No, you can't go molest people right now. They're busy. We've had probably a pretty rough day from what I've been hearing. So we're not doing that right now. So if I unwrap minimum spread, what the fuck? It's still botched. What did I do? Oh! I found the problem. Mark seam. Okay, that should do the trick. With any luck. Apply, and then let's go ahead and unwrap. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, you know what? I was debating whether I should put a seam here, but clearly I should. Because it is supposed to be split in half. I don't want this to be one big solid piece. And that is completely separate, right? That's not included? Yeah, that looks like it should be its own piece right there. Okay. Wait, what? Oh, I didn't split it there. God damn it. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and just, I don't know why I wasn't doing this before, but I'm just gonna go ahead and unwrap ahead of time. Yeah. Ultimately, I think the big thing here is I'm gonna have to put another seam to break off these small pieces, because it just looks really weird if I don't. Yeah. That's just going to take up weird amounts of space. It's not going to be beneficial. Okay, so let me go ahead and break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Mark seam. And then I think I'm going to mark a seam just below. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to do a seam right there. And split that off, because I think that's probably going to be better. Okay. Yeah, that should be fine. Do I maybe add a seam? I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna add a seam here and here to separate out these parts, because this part just seems kind of like jank. Yeah, I think that'll work much better. Yeah, I think I can work with that. So I'm going to apply this and then UV unwrap. It's a lot of little pieces, but it's I think it's probably worthwhile to do it this way. Okay, so now's the things I have to mirror this. So that's going to be the outsides. I need the insides here. Now the question is are these perfectly mirrored? Because if they are, no, I don't think they are. It doesn't look like they are. So I can probably stack them anyways, because it's inside the boot and no one's ever going to see it, but mirror x-axis. Yeah, that can just stay the way it is, because like I don't need any of that basically. These I'll stack. I don't normally stack if I can avoid it, because I do want to have asymmetrical textures for certain things, but I don't always need it that way. Oh, no, that's a different thing. Mirror y-axis. Come on. There it is. Alright, so this is a bit of a weird one, but that's fine. There we go. Do, 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 do. Okay. Okay, and then we can mirror that down the y-axis and there we go. Make sure you hydrate. If you're playing Power Wash, you just, put the hose in your mouth. You're good. Spray, spray your tongue out. Oop. Come on. There you go. As cold as death. Make me feel it's not my fault. I'm not to blame. Broke my chains. Still want to live.
I feel your breath upon my neck. A soft caress as cold as death. I feel your heart beating
Y-axis.
but just tonight, maybe I'll rest in peace. I feel your breath upon my neck, a soft caress as cold as death. I hear your heart beating my soul, our endings bound, our bodies know. I can't go yet, don't let me die. I want to leave, my only one. There's more to do if we can only leave. The clock won't stop and this is what we get.
Okay. Well, that's a hell of a transition. There we go. All right. Oop. So this was going to be mirrored X1. This was mirrored stack on that, and then to resist. Okay, so that did select door that should not opened. No matter how long it takes. The dusk. Throw it all away. Nobody can tear you. You have to face it again and again. Yeah, these textures you won't even really fucking see. Stack a lot of these. Even though they're not, like, clean in any way. These are the messiest stacks of polys. Okay, I think that actually did select, yeah. Dozes in the dusk. Okay. Throw it all away. Throw it all away. Alright. Mirror X. There we go. And turn that music up a little bit because I do like my my Doom music. Go, and then bring that over there. Getting close. This was this object ended up being way more complicated to UV unwrap than I was expecting. Okay, so I'm assuming this is the bottom of the heel. Yes, it is. And I don't know if it's... I don't think it's perfectly symmetrical, but again, it's one of those pieces that's not going to be seen basically ever, so... Oh, those are all individual polys? That's funny. Okay, I guess I'll have to stack them. That's kind of goofy. It's all good. There we go. Move those over by those other... Yeah, that should be fine. So I'm going to move these closer together, and then what I want to do is probably flip some of these so they can kind of like puzzle fit into one another. Mirror X. So these are the bottoms of these soles. So I can kind of tuck them away somewhat. They won't need to be very big. I'm going to go ahead and rotate them 90 degrees. Just kind of hide them in the corner here. Okay, so then what if I grab this? And then grab these and put them real up close in this pocket here, and then because these are the main components, right? This is what you really want to see the most of, the highest quality stuff on. And this can be, like, this doesn't need to be any size. This is, like, you'll never see that, so... These will need to be a decent size. They don't need to be huge, but I want to have them a decent enough size that they're visible. Because, sorry, decent enough size because they are visible. Do 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 do. Okay. Boo boo doo boo boo boo. Okay. Oops. Yeah, I don't know what I did there. Something went wrong. I think I hit the wrong button. Okay. Okay, let's mirror this that way, and then you get a little bit more space there. Okay. Actually, I'm just gonna select the whole damn group. And then I'm gonna select all of this and move it here, and then I'm gonna if I mirror this X and then rotate it in a little bit more. I made a little bit more space for myself here. Move this down a little bit. In. There we go. Let's see if I mirror this that way and then slide that down this way. There we go. Okay, so I should be able to mirror this on the y-axis and move it. Maybe I just do one at a time here. There we go. And mirror that X. Damn. I was hoping that would fit, but it's not quite on the thing. But I can move this a little bit in, so I'm going to do that. There we go. Decent enough margin to work with. And then... there we go. And these are inside, you'll never really see them. They can just kind of hide in here. And then that can go up there, that's fine. I can go right there. Let me go ahead and move this out a bit. And this can go with it. Watching my monitor pixel shift one to the left in the middle of that, like, fucking threw me off. Holy shit. My whole worldview got shifted there for a second. I love this monitor, but that is one of the things about being really detail oriented with the work that I do, is that I see shit like that, and it can be very shocking, I guess. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna rotate this one 180 and bring that one down, because that can fit like right in there without being scaled and be fine. And then this can go fine anywhere. So it's gonna go right in between everything. Perfect. That's a good UV map right there. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay. Now that monster is done, Jesus Christ. Oops, I need to... Yeah, before I unwrap this one, before I apply the mirror and unwrap this one, I'll have to, Oh wait, no, I can just apply the mirror. This should be fine. Let me go ahead and unwrap it first, just to see what it looks like, and then... Oh, it's beautiful. That's a beautiful UV map right there. That's how you do it. Yeah, that's gorgeous. Okay, so let's go ahead and apply the mirror. And then re-unwrap. And I don't think these are perfectly... Yeah, they're not symmetrical, so I'll have to just live with that. Okay, so this one and this one. Move them outside, and then mirror that to the X. Grab this one, mirror it Y, move it back on here, and I can probably stack that all together because it's very, very close anyways. And then we'll grab these. Okay, that and that. Move them off to the side. Yeah, I'm going to mirror that, and then... Yeah, these are all inside, and they're very close to the same shape. So, just can stack those just fine. I'm going to go ahead and mirror that to the X. This would have to be double mirrored. I should probably make sure those are all... Nope, that one's on the outside. I should... Oops. Always hit the H button to hide things instead of... Okay, we'll just go back. I'll just undo a bunch of shit because that's clearly not what I wanted to do. That is obviously an outside one, so. Whereas this is an inside one. And this should be an inside one as well. Yep. So that can go out. This song's been stuck in my head a lot lately. Okay. Grab that, and that, and move them all outside. Double mirror that, grab it, and move it over. Okay, then we got this one, which I can just mirror X. And then... Nice. So I've got all the inside stuff separated. And I can now just focus on packing the rest of the stuff. So these are really nice and like perfectly rectangular almost, so it'd be easy to stack those or to pack those, so I'm just going to move them off to the side for now. Okay, so that's probably the best way to pack that, and then what if I mirror this way? God, they went so hard on this soundtrack. What if I did that? I did like a cross shape or plus shape there. Negative 90. Oop, nope. Really? Okay. Attack mode. Mirror that. That's probably not the way I wanted to mirror that, right? Like, yeah, that's probably fine like that. Oops. Don't right click. Mirror that. Boom, ba-doop, boom, 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 ba-doop, boom, boom, ba-doop, boom, boom. Could probably mirror that that way. Oops. Woohoo. Helps if I select the whole thing, eh? There we go. Brain flatline there for a bit. It's all good. So I'm going to go ahead and flip that. Grab this. And then this I can probably mirror that. There we go. Okay, and then I can scale everything up to fit. Everything's within the margin except for that. There we go. And then none of these, the sizes of these ones matter, so I can just fuck around and force them to fit wherever they are best fit. Mirror that way, and that way. Okay, so that one's set. Oh yeah, these ones will be easy. So I'll just go ahead and apply my solidify modifier, and then I can go ahead and I gotta switch back to my edge mode. so we can be edging instead of polygooning. No, you're not gonna joke me. Clear seam. Oh, whoa, hold on. Clear sharp too, because holy hell, that does not need to be listed as sharp. Hey, welcome to the stream, Cass. Are you sure you love edging? Are you sure about that? Clear sharp on that too. Oop. Clear seam. And it can stay sharp because it's supposed to be sharp, and the rest is good. Morning, love. Okay, so this will be fine, and then I can just apply my mirror, and it's good. That's perfect. That's fucking perfect. These are really simple objects, though, to be fair. Okay, so now what I need is... I need the inside pieces, which are these two here. And these two here, and move those to the outside. Okay, and then I can move those down a bit. And then I can scale them up. Although, to be fair, I guess I should probably not minimize the size of the inside pieces, because you will see parts of the inside. Not tons, but... it will be visible, so... I feel like if I just mirror that, that's probably fine right there. Ooh, there's a little bit of a margin. Hell yeah. But I can stack them, so I'm going to. That's what that comes down to. Mirror that. Beauty. Gotta do some stretches before the main stream today. Okay. So go ahead and apply the solidify, and then go and fix the seams. Oops, gotta go back to edge mode again. God damn. Okay. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna. Oh wait, no. That's fine. We'll just do it this way. That's fine. Clear seam, and then clear sharp, and then select these two. Clear sharp.
On the stars tonight, smile and pain will fade away. We're
Okay, so then switch back to polygooning mode. All I have in my head is just an image of a bunch of squirrels screaming in agony at this song. Another interesting transition. And never lose my confidence. Mirror that. Just like an illusion. Before long. I'm just gonna go back to the way it was. That's better. That'll work fine. Okay. I never lose my confidence. There we go. Oops. So clear sharp first, and then deselect those to clear the seams. Okay. apply the mirror, unwrap the polys. Farewell to the shadows. Mirror X. So, are you going to tell me about the Animal Crossing announcement? Ah, he's being fully taken out of the royal family. Good. He's a piece of shit. Did you hear about the Animal Crossing update, by the way? It's about fucking time. Let me... yeah, so basically, I did not want to stack that. I don't know why I did that. So, yeah, basically they announced that Animal Crossing New Horizons is getting a Switch 2 version with some new features, and there's a free update for the original Animal Crossing New Horizons on Switch 1 that, let me double check. Version 3.0 coming on January 15th, 2026. It adds resort hotel management, Slumber Island for collaborative building, and amiibo collaborations with LEGO, Zelda, and Splatoon. Switch 2 enhancements include 4K resolution, mouse controls, and online play for up to 12 players. So the upgrade to the Switch 2 version is $5, but the if you're just staying on the original version, it's still it's only it's free, right? So the update is free. So yeah, they're after all this fucking time and all of our bitching, they're finally updating. Adding new features to the one of the best-selling games on the original Switch. Don't know why it took them this long. Don't know what their fucking problem is. Maybe they were working on it before, but they were waiting for the Switch 2 to come out. But that was way before the Switch 2 was ever even in the ether, I think, as an idea. I don't know. It just seems like obviously there was going to be another. Obviously, there was going to be another Nintendo console. They're not dead, but it's almost like they were waiting to do it so that they could try to drive sales to their new console. But the changes that they're bringing to Animal Crossing on Switch 2 don't feel like they're really enough on as it is to drive sales of their new console. I think obviously, I'm glad that they're not putting all of the new features only on the Switch 2 version of Animal Crossing, and I imagine that down the road they'll probably continue to update Animal Crossing New Horizons for only the Switch 2 going forward. But I guess I don't know. I just failed to see the logic in waiting this long to update this game that's been kind of dead and out of the zeitgeist for quite a while. Especially after letting fans down for so long. I don't know. It's just I don't get the business strategy of it, I guess. It just seems really really dumb. Yeah, I can't fathom a reason why this would make a sense to do now. Like I'm glad they're doing it, like I said, but it's just like they're such a big and powerful company. Why are they spending time on frivolous, stupid lawsuits to crush competitors instead of just making their shit better? Like, it's not like their games aren't successful. They're clearly still selling just fine. Like, I think Scarlet and Violet were probably the best selling Pokemon games they've had in like since like fucking Crystal or some shit. Like, it's ridiculous, right? Like, obviously they're still making money hand over fist. They're still selling their games at and making tons of money, which, I mean, their profit margins are higher than they've ever been. I think the thing about Nintendo is like they were making good money pretty much throughout their entire time as a video game company, but like since the Wii captured that mainstream audience that's outside of the traditional like gaming audience of people who actually care about the industry and what happens, because they just grab these people that like they only really give a shit they only really give a shit about like people who don't they only cater to fans who don't really care what the next console is or what its performance is or what the games have to offer, as long as they can sit their kid in front of it for a little while, which I've already talked about, I know, on my video, but it's like that's really what it comes down to. And as a result of capturing that audience, they get less feedback, or don't have to care about their feedback as much, because they get the same amount of feedback, but it's just they don't have to care about it as much because nobody gives a shit. Because all the bulk of their customers now are not people giving them feedback in the first place. And now they're making garbage. They just shovel out everything they want to, whatever they want to do, and don't give a shit about the quality or the reputation of the company, because the reputation no longer matters. These are people with 9-to-5s who don't have the time investment or to really give a shit. It's like Starfield fans. They don't care, right? So yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I guess I just don't understand what the point is. I figured they were just going to make another Animal Crossing game, and make it even worse than the previous one. So who knows? Maybe they're trying to. Maybe this is a sign the Switch 2 did not do as well as they were hoping. I don't know what to say. Wow, that is really bright on stream. What the fuck? I didn't even see that before. Hold on, let me swap that out a little bit. Let me adjust that a little bit. That's a little better. Making a note here, huge success. Overstate my satisfaction. We do what we must because we can.
For the good of all of us, except the ones who are dead. But there's no sense crying over
For every mistake,
on trying to
till you run out of cake.
and the science gets done and you make a neat gun for the people who are still alive. I'm not even angry,
I'm being so sincere right now.
so sincere right now. Even though you broke my heart and killed me, tore me to pieces, and threw every piece into a fire. As they burned, it hurt because I was so happy for you. Now this point
Yeah, so I don't know. I guess I'm just trying to piece together in my head how much credit I really want to give Nintendo for this move, because it's just, again, it's such a strange time. Like, the timing is weird too. It's not even like during holiday season, but then again, they'll probably just sell Animal Crossing New Horizons on the Switch too, based on, you know, the promise of an upcoming update. I don't know. Most likely the ACNH won't add much more like character customization and hairstyles and stuff. Yeah. And honestly, yeah, Nintendo's not getting any kudos from me. I think that's fair. Like, I'm really, given what they've been up to the past few years, I'm hesitant to give them any credit or have any faith in them. I think another part of that is that they don't have that personality that they once had. There's no face of the company anymore that I've seen. Like, this new Bowser guy doesn't seem to do a lot of, you know, public appearance type stuff. Satoru Iwata's gone, Reggie's gone, Shigeru Miyamoto and Eiji Aonuma kind of make appearances, I think, but I don't feel like it has that same personality it once did, and I think it's because they don't want to be... They've just become this kind of faceless company that doesn't give a shit about anyone and doesn't have to answer to anyone in the same way that they previously had with their very public, like, public-facing personas and stuff. Like, I remember when the 3DS was announced, Satoru Iwata himself came out on the stage at E3 to announce that shit. It doesn't seem like they do that kind of shit before. Or anymore, I mean. Holy shit, what? Nintendo Palworld lawsuit has been dealt a blow after Pokemon's creature capture patent was rejected by Japan's patent office? Which... Hold on. Which patent? Oh no, I'm clicking on an IGN link. So in October, the Japan Patent Office pointed out that this patent lacks an inventive step, making a non-final decision to reject the application. That's non-final. So if they edit it, they could probably make it work and get it through, depending. The office's reasoning for the rejection made reference to older games with similar mechanics that were released even before Nintendo's 2021 priority date, including Ark, released in 2015, Monster Hunter 4 in 2013, and Japanese browser game Kantai Collection, also in 2013. Ironically, Pocket Pair's Craftopia and Niantic's Pokemon Go were among other examples of games that were used to argue that the patent lacks originality. Although this non-binding and non-final decision by the Japan Patent Office to reject the application will not directly impact the lawsuit, it may still influence it. As noted by Games Fray, And it's because it's closely related to the two main monster capture patents that are being used against Palworld in this case. It could aid the argument that Palworld is not infringing on Nintendo's copyright. Rather, Palworld's monster capture mechanics are merely building upon decades of similar systems. The fact that the patent examiner is now looking at real-world games as opposed to just patent documents and articles considerably ups the ante for Nintendo. Yeah. Earlier this month, former Capcom game developer Yoshiki Okamoto issued comments seemingly against Pocket Pair and Palworld in the legal battle, sparking a backlash from viewers. In a YouTube video posted on his channel, Okamoto said, "Palworld has crossed a line that should not be crossed, and I don't want the world to become a place where this kind of thing is acceptable." Shut the fuck up, Yoshiki Okamoto! Who the hell are you? Former Capcom game developer? Have you done anything of note ever? Let's see your resume. Let me pull this motherfucker up. Early career at Konami. Time Pilot and Gyrus. Who the hell knows any of those? Career at Capcom. Red Dead Revolver. Wait, hold on. I was gonna say that's not Capcom. So he made a game called Gun.Smoke, which later inspired a spiritual successor, Red Dead Revolver. That's funny. The last game he directed was the 1980 CP system game Willow. Okamoto and Yasuda developed some of Capcom's biggest hits, most notably the beat-em-up game Final Fight and fighting game Street Fighter II. Okay, alright. He worked on Resident Evil. He produced the movie adaptation and its sequel. So what's his most recent thing? Monster Strike. Never heard of it. Knight's Contract. What? He was the executive producer on Devil May Cry 2. Yeah, opinion rejected, pal. You're garbage. You're fucking trash. Dude, he worked on Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Ages. You cannot come in here and try to tell me that you're against people using other people's ideas, which, I mean, creature capturing is not even a Nintendo original idea. There's been tons of other concepts in popular media that were like that. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Wow. Sorry, I had to ignore chat for a second so I could research this moron trying to tell people. Moron hasn't done anything in years that's worth a damn. Trying to tell people what the fuck to think about. Because I just, like... This is, like... He's worried... Is he really worried that, like... someone's stealing the Pokemon concept? Like, again, creature capture games and concepts in popular media have been around for a very, very long time, prior to Pokemon ever existing, even. And... most of the stuff that he's done as a game designer has been copied, or has been done prior to him. Like he hasn't, as far as I can see from his resume. The only game I can see on here that really has any sort of unique like innovation. Because let me see. Hold on. Yeah. So the the only, and I mean only, real genuine contribution that I can see from him was that he produced Street Fighter 2. Granted, he's a producer. His level of involvement is kind of hard to pin down, because producers are a very strange term across media, but he worked on Street Fighter 2, which accidentally, not even intentionally, accidentally innovated on the fighting game genre. Basically, there was a glitch in the game where you could like animation cancel to perform combos, and it was an accident, but it became a happy accident because they turned it into a mechanic in the follow-up games in the series. So it became sort of a staple of fighting games to have combos and animation canceling. So his only contribution that I can see here is from an accident, and not because he's actually a genius, or knows fucking anything about anything. He was a supervisor on Resident Evil Code Veronica. Good job, pal. That did well, didn't it? That executive producer on Devil May Cry 2. Like, I'm sorry, I throw out your entire opinion just because you're... Is this Woody's Roundup music? No. Talking about the song that's playing right now, right? Sorry, I missed your comment, so I'm behind here. No, this is Delfino Plaza from Mario Sunshine, but it's done by it's a cover by the 8-Bit Big Band. This is also from them. I don't know what Woody's Roundup is, to be honest. Oops. Toy Story? I kind of figured that was what you were talking about, but I don't know what that music specifically is that you're referring to, so... For some reason, at the beginning of the song, it sounded like a more country song. It sounded a bit like Woody's Roundup. Okay, which is a song on the Toy Story soundtrack. It's been a long time since I've seen Toy Story. I guess I don't remember that. Okay, let's see how this unwraps. Let's see. Perfectly, pretty much. I mean, there's a little stretch probably, but Yeah, that's not bad at all. Okay. And we will apply the mirror and go back into edit mode, re-unwrap. And then select all the inside pieces and move them out. You will not see any of these, so they can all stack, which is super nice. And I can minimize them as much as I want, which is also nice. Oh yeah, that's a nice clean way to do that. Hell yeah. I wonder if I do another like plus shape. Yeah, it's because I can get it kind of box shaped if I do it just right. Let's mirror that way. Oops. This base is going nuts right now. There we go. This song goes kind of hard. Oh, that is stretched to hell. God, that snare goes fucking hard as hell. That is so... that is so clean. Like the middle of the fucking mix. That's awesome. One of the most innovative composers in music right now. I might have to get this game just to experience the soundtrack in game, because this is fucking nuts. It might be. You're gonna puke if it makes you get a Breath of the Wild amiibo. It might make you. I don't know. Oh, yeah. God, there's so much stretch in here. See, that's fine, because you're not really gonna see that. But then what the fuck is going on with this? Yeah, that's too stretched. God damn it. I think the big thing is I have these really complex corners, and I need to not have these complex corners. That is still so stretched. What? How? Like, genuinely? How in the fuck? Like, is it giving more priority to places that really don't need it? Because I'm betting it's doing that. That's what it feels like. On DS, they had Wolflink, Ganon, Epona, and Medley as villagers. Now it's only 2. It's like a definite downgrade villager-wise, but they did add a lot more items, like furniture pieces and clothing. I have to check, yeah. Why is that still so stretched? Am I just gonna have to, like, cut this side completely? Because, like, this is just so cringe. Okay. Alright, ready for stream soon? The main stream, the real stream, the protest. No, something's just very, very wrong. Give me a second here. Mark this seam and then I'm getting the sense that I'm just gonna have to cut all these seams off because, like, it's being so weird right now. I don't plan to put much texture on this anyways. It's a very simple piece, but, like, Oh, it's in there. Yeah, that part's meaningless, so I don't really care about it. Yeah, that doesn't matter. This probably is fine. I doubt it'll even be noticed. But I should cut this part off because this is just. Mark seam. Okay, yeah, that's actually shaped like that, so that's not a problem. It's a little bit crooked, but I don't really care. I don't really care. And see, this one I can just apply the mirror and not have to re-unwrap because I don't I don't plan to make them different. So asymmetrical shit is fine. So I'm about part the way, like a third of the way through these UV maps, but then I will be able to get through the rest of them maybe later today or tomorrow before stream. I don't know. For the big event. Well, I'll probably be preparing for the event, so I probably won't do anything that related to this tomorrow, but yeah, I am going to go ahead and end this stream here. I really appreciate people tuning in for this. I just kind of wanted to share some of my process and Hell yeah. I'm going to pause this because it's going to distract me. So, yeah, I appreciate you tuning in. I wanted to do more of these anyways. These are kind of fun to just show what I'm working on and stuff. Because I spend so much time on this shit anyways. And it'll be easier to keep track of how long I spend on these things. Yeah, and you can also see how bad I am at fucking Blender. I will be going live in about just over an hour again for the daily Department of Justice raid for the Epstein files, and then I don't know if I'll continue back into art streaming after that. I might, because I don't think I have anything waiting for me in Warframe right now. Depends on how I feel. But then tomorrow is the big Hallow 100 celebration. We are celebrating Halloween with a 24-hour live stream into our 100th day of the DOJ raid series. Lots of stuff we're going to do probably during that stream. Obviously 24 hours is a long time, so come back for that, and we will see you then. Be sure to join the Discord down below. Check out my YouTube if you're not there. Check out my Twitch if you're on YouTube right now. Go over to my Twitter. I do a lot of roasting on Twitter. Yeah, we'll see you next time.